cette fois. Et Tingata d'aller à l'essai. Oh!
Welcome to Carcassonne and to the Albert Omic Stadium for this match between Carcassonne, who are second in the French Championship, against Catalan, who are in 7th place and struggling to get into the top 4 playoffs. Carcassonne, of course, and Catalan, two sides wonderfully crowned in Championship and Cup triumphs. Carcassonne have won 9 championships and 8 cups. Catalan have won 10 championships and 8 cups, but of course Catalan these days struggling a little. They haven't won a major title for several years. The current reigning champions and cup holders, the side who did the double last year, are Saint-Gaudens. So Alain Sablerol, again the referee, France's top international referee. Catalan kicking off. Quite a good crowd here. Conditions reasonably good. Carcassonne to consolidate that second place behind the current leaders, Villeneuve. Top for the moment. Villeneuve, Carcassonne, Saint-Gaudens and Carpentras. And struggling to get into the top 4, not too far behind, only 2 points of a spread. Lesignan, Saint-Estève and Catalan. Patrick Contar there. That's a familiar face and form in Britain and particularly in Hull. Patrick got a tremendous welcome when he went back to the Boulevard for the international match. He played well too in a thumping defeat. Now it's Carcassonne. Oh, they're moving well already. Beautiful handling. That's Van Brussel. And he could, yes, an opening try within a couple of minutes. Van Brussel. The flying wing goes in. What a super start for Carcassonne. That's a nice delivery from Bonnet. And Van Brussel, he can play fullback or wing. And he had the pace to beat the defence. Super start for Carcassonne. 4-0. Krizmanovic to take the kick. Firework went off simultaneously, and that's a good kick. A powerful wind blowing, and Krizmanovic judged it well. So a good start for Carcassonne. 6-0, the try by Van Brussel, the goal by Krizmanovic. Amazing sound effects we're getting from the terraces, and in sync too. On the Antipodean contingent, Jones is pulled down just inside the 22-metre area of Carcassonne, taking that 6-0 lead. Very enthusiastic crowds at Carcassonne. They've been used to success over the years. Well, it's a good line out this. This time the pass didn't get through. It's having to be tidied up. None else than Patrick Contar. Had a knock on. Well, he got away with it. Omier, because Monsieur Sablerol had seen that Catalan were offside. So Krizmanovic with the opportunity for a relieving kick. It's a good one too. quickly into it. Forwards went real cavalry charge. They've left one injured too. Good start this. And Jones not quite able to release that ball, but Carcassonne certainly got their tails up at the moment. Mark Palanque, the Carcassonne captain. Attempted run around. Not very good tackling though. Tessier getting away. And that should be a kickable penalty now. Monsieur Sableron will not have any dissent. He'd given the original penalty. And someone's going to get a lecture. Gilbert. So, watch your tongue, young man. Could have cost Catalan 2 more points. Certainly having a time with the firecrackers on the terraces. Now there's Tessier. Now he goes down and an initial penalty is awarded. The kickable one was for dissent by Gilbert. Again, the wind calling problems, you can see from Monsieur Sableron's hanky. And it's close enough for Kuzmanovic to give it a good whack and put it over. Excellent start for Carcassonne. Nothing yet from Catalan. Good crisp passing by Carcassonne. Of course, over the years we've become used to it. You remember on Screen Sport some tremendous battles 2 seasons ago when they and Saint-Estève were the top dogs. 2 memorable Cup and Championship finals. Onta gets a rebound. And was that a knock-on? Yes, it was. Probably taken by surprise, Malfaz. But passed by Gomez then, and it put Auroy in an impossible position. He couldn't move. It's sluggish at the moment. There's Guy Dolenay, the captain, seasoned French international, though he has retired from the international scene, much to regret Monsieur Vergennes, the coach. Oh, that was a beautiful little chip kick, but it was well taken and tidying up. Great little player. He's really matured into one of the top scrum halves as Patrick Ontin. That season at Hull did him a world of good. He was very disappointed when he didn't go back for another season. Well, Bonnet holding his head. Monsieur Sableron agrees that it came into violent collision. And it's a penalty. In fact, it rather buried in the turf. Quickly onto it, Carcassonne. Tessier. Onta. Says Catalan coming up quickly. And that's possession lost. Well, that was a little careless. Now, what's going on there? Little altercation. Monta acting as peacemaker, as Ornier got involved. And the penalty to Tres Catalan. Still to produce a move of note. Midway through the first half, it's 8-0 for Carcassonne. There's the wind shown on the touch judge's flag, and it's powerfully favouring Tres Catalan. They've made little use of it. That was an intricate move. And for the first time, the Australian centre Cole was almost getting through. Well, this is more like it by Tres Catalan. Aside from the Gilbert Brutus Stadium at Perpignan. Coles again. Acting half-back is Pekovic. That's good handling. They're getting nearer. Pekovic involved yet again. Gomez. Oh, it's free. That could be 6 more tackles too, and just 10 metres out. Roses. And is that a penalty? He wasn't allowed to play the ball, no doubt about it. Well, are they going to go for a penalty kick at goal? In which case Carcassonne may well feel that they've sacrificed 2. They could have conceded 6. Got a smack in the mouth and made sure Roses didn't get up. (8-2). Gouache banging over the penalty. They come away with 2 points, but that attack was building up well enough to be worth a try. Carcassonne getting off lightly. Now, nice ball out to Auroy. And that's inspired Tres Catalan. They're coming back well now. This is their best spell of the game. The kick didn't quite make touch, but it did get a knock on. Gouache not wanting to get into the scrum too quickly and having a shout at his pack. Out it comes through Gomez. Rose. Good quick support is certainly sharpened up. That was Auroy moving inside. Gomez. Well, he's running around the back of Auroy quite deliberately. Well, that was pretty pedestrian. They went back and forward and across field and ended up nowhere. Bomati played for France as substitute in the 2 games against Great Britain. And a penalty to Tres Catalan. They trailed by just 8 points to 2, and they've had a good long spell on attack. A yellow forward is Thorne. Here's another Australian charges forward. Casual little flick. Oh, yes! That was always on. That's the simplest of interceptions for David Fress, and the man who came back from an appalling motorcycle accident. David Fress, he could have walked it. He could have gone home, picked up the dog, put on its lead, and still got back in plenty of time to score. What an amazingly simple interception. Just look at this. It's Pekovic who gets the ball out, and it's scrum half Gomez floats it up David Fraisse, thank you very much indeed. A lot of people thought this young man would never play again after a appalling accident, but he's back. And it's 14-2 as Krsmanovic puts it over. Already a substitution, Banny for Gilbert, who hasn't had too happy a time in the second row. And a disastrous blow that for Catalan if they want to get into the top four. And that's not going to go far enough. That's a penalty. Well, Catalan falling to bits. Their coach Grezek will have a furious diatribe for them at half-time. Krsmanovic. That's a good kick, but it's not finding touch. He went more for length despite the wind and didn't take the safety first measure of straight into touch, and that's a penalty to Catalan. There was a thought that there might have been a penalty for this. The crowd certainly roared for it. Now can the Perpignan side, Catalan, pull something back after that disastrous and simple interception try for Fraisse? Dropped backwards. Now what does Mr. Perpignan, Mr. Sabirol say? He rules a knock on. Well, he went backwards. Well, then Mr. Sabirol saw a knock on. Another penalty at the scrum against Patrick Conta. Not retiring. And banged into touch by Rose. So we're coming to the end of the first half with Carcassonne leading by 14-2. Catalan needing a score. Certainly gives them confidence for the second half. If they're going to do anything in this match. Jean-Pi trying to wriggle clear. Over the 22 goes Gouache. Pekovic swings it out, ground lost as Delaunay goes down. And a little bit of an altercation there. Monsieur Sabirol is giving the penalty to Carcassonne. Wisely gets away from the hassle. Monsieur Sabirol will not stand dissent. Now let's have a look how this started. Gouache went in there, and I think he was helped down by a playful slap from Patrick Conta, and that started a dispute. But in the end, it was Carcassonne who got the penalty. And it's Carcassonne going looking for another score just on half-time. Conta turning it inside. Oh, neat into passing, but defense ready for it. On the Catalan 22. Attempted dummy. Little run around. Oh, that was high, surely. Tessier really pulled down. Plea of not guilty is entered. But let's see this. Oh yes, he was pretty high. It's Guy Delaunay, and he's Idolo Day having a spell in the sin bin. So the Tres Catalan skipper goes off, Krizmanovic. This time he can't beat the wind, and he misses it, 14-2. Soon be half-time. We make it about 30 seconds to go. Now, was that a knock-on? No, Misha Sabros is back. That was so nearly a try. Look how close he is to line. Scramble, released by Ornier. And that's it. Misha Sablerol blows for half-time. He's getting involved in quite a row with one or two Catalan players questioning his decisions. So 14-2 for Carcassonne. Join us for the second half.
This is
Welcome back to the Albert Domecq Stadium. Half-time score, Carcassonne 14, Tres Catalan 2. And there's no doubt that Monsieur Grezek will have had a great deal to say to the Tres Catalan side. Their defence has been caught out twice. They've missed their chances on attack. And if they want to get that fourth spot in the championship table, they'll have to improve. Misha Sablerol does award them a penalty. They've certainly come out hard for the second half. Baba. Coles. To the halfway line. Pekovic has almost getting involved. His second man. That's good handling. Ah, it was. Unfortunate knock on. And it gives possession to Carcassonne. That one goes dead. (14-2) to Carcassonne. They've not been too stretched in this match. The restart from the 22. There's a good solid charging run by Jean-Pi. But Gomez driven back, and little difference of opinion between Gomez and Marquet. Well, that's a blood bin job, most obviously. This is the incident between Marquet and Gomez, and it's Tres Catalan running it. 12 points behind, but of course a try and a goal now would put them right back in it. Pekovic sends a quick one out to Roses. Delbert substitute. Tackle on Delbert, and he's hurt. It was a hard one. To see this again, it certainly was a tremendous collision. The head went straight in, and And Roses felt it and also got a second embrace. Did well to get that away, but yes, offside. And that scrum. Kuzmanovic with the penalty. Has the advantage of the wind this half and managed to kick 3 goals in the first half. Almost up to the Catalan 22. Marque, Kuzmanovic. Surely play will stop there. Head and ball to Catalan, just inside their own 22. The first knock on, or rather a pass, which was thrown forward by Carcassonne. Now inside their own 22. Can Catalan make progress? Well, they've made some. They're just over the 22. Bekovic. And again, Misha Sablarol's absolutely mustard on descent. And in this case, the use of must inevitably have been foul language. And it's a kick at goal. So, Kuzmanovic, having kicked 3 against the wind, fancies his chances with it. Good strong kicker, Kuzmanovic. Good kick. 16-2 to Carcassonne. That means now that Catalan haven't yet scored a try. We'll need to score at least 2 and pop over 1 or 2 goals if they're going to get back in this game. That was a nice transfer to Delbert. No support for Banet. Along the touchline went Jean-P. Marque getting involved again. And will this penalty be quickly taken? By Gomez. Catalan back on the field after sin-binning the Catalan captain up to the 22. That's Thorne. Delaunay. Knocked down by Marque. So a chance for Catalan to resume. Patrick Conta trying to gee his troops up. And over the 22. Delaunay driving strongly, leading his side. Behind him, Gomez. Baba. Gomez. And that was dropped. That's an unfortunate end. And again, you just don't get away with descent with Alain Sablerol. Penalty to Carcassonne. And a disappointing end to what was a promising move by Catalan. It's Roses who dropped it, and I think he was saying it was knocked out of his grasp, but then he argued and paid the penalty. Tessier. Good handling. Excellent handling. Marquet. Superb stuff. On time. Oh, yes. What a great try. One of the best scored in French Rugby League this season. And the little man, Patrick Ontard, forces his way over. He may well have said something to irritate the Catalan defenders. Marquet. Now, he looks as if he was going to be smothered. But he got it out. And there's the determined little man being hauled back by Gomez. But over he goes, and I think Gomez did aim a swipe at him. Krizmanovic dots the I's and crosses the T's, and that's 22-2. Marquez really putting himself about this afternoon. Bang. Delaunay trying to put some spark of life into Catalan. Can they conjure up a score from somewhere? Hardly likely they win the match. Banet. Again, there are problems, and on time, the centre of it, a peppery little man. Certainly a competitor. Quickly taken penalty. Meters out from the Carcassonne line. Baba. Can they finish it off this time? They've had positions like this before and not made them count. Thorne. Good play by the Australian front row forward. Gouache. Nice dummy by Roses. Pekovic just nabbed in the nick of time. Still they're going. Baba. And held on his back. Well, that's rough luck. Monsieur Sablerol right on the spot. No try. Commiserations from the defence. It's the front row forward, Baba, who backs up Delaunay and forces his way through in the end, 4 tackles. It was no good, they held him on his back. Now Limongi, haven't seen much of Limongi in this match. He's not been called upon too often. French international fullback in the recent series. Thierry Bernabe, another peppery character. That's good running. Good cover. back. Montar whips it out. There's a better spell by Catalan. They deserved to try when Baba was held on his back, but still they trail by 22-2. So that one goes dead. Retrieved by Bees. And they'll restart from the 22. And we're going to have a couple of substitutions by Catalan. Lagrange is coming on. Fiery Thierry Benabi. And Rivaroli for Limoges. Catalan. Still trying hard. They trail by 22-2. But they want points. They don't want to get them that way. That was a tremendous shove. Catalan now over their own 22. Well, it's that interception. David Fress so close to his second interception of the game. He wouldn't have had such a clear run as he did on the first one, but certainly the interception was on there. And it bounces frustratingly behind him. That's Gouache. Oh, it's a lovely dummy by Banet, who's certainly done a lot to liven up the Catalan attack since he came on. Pekovic. Well, that's bounced awkward. It's a slide rule kick. He's trying to get it into touch, I think, but certainly gave Van Brussel one or two problems. Lagrange, a Carcassonne substitute. Carcassonne's running it clear. Montar. Right, roll backwards. Away goes the little man. Good handling this, Kuzmanovic. He's penalised for that. Didn't play the ball properly. So penalty given to Catalan, opportunity to keep running the ball, still looking for their first try. But of course, at the end of the season, when the top four playoff places are decided, that fourth place being competed for by 4 clubs could be decided on points difference. That's Gouache. Jean-P. That's Catalan. The high one by Roses. Kuzmanovic took it well. Juggled with it, but came away safely. Surround the Carcassonne13. Montar was in the thick of it, gets an elbow in the throat from Coles. penalty awarded to Catalan. A chance for them to run the ball and run it quickly. They're over the Carcassonne13, looking for their first try. They've got it away well through Gomez. Now that they've a bit of an overlap on the right, if they can run it. Oh, the excellent D'Albert. Superb backing up. Gives Banet a well-deserved first try for Catalan. Beautifully done. The young substitute. Only 18 years old, but what a lot of work he's done. Let's see it now. There's Banet getting it out to his fellow sub D'Albert. They've both played well. Jean-Pierre's in it as well. Again, D'Albert. Again, Jean-Pierre. The three of them carved it out between them. Banet, the scorer. Good try for the young sub. So the try, a good one by Banet. But the kick from Gomez going wide. 22-6. A comeback by Catalan, but not enough, one suspects. Well, dismissed from the touchline, member of the Carcassonne staff. Inside the Carcassonne half. Carcassonne still leading 22-6. They have this game apparently comfortably in the bag. But Michel Sabel ruling a mistake. Carcassonne now on the 22. Good attacking position. That's good handling. What a tackle. He didn't want to get up. Bonnet. Montar keeping it moving. Now, is there another try on the cards? I think a forward pass has been ruled. Yes, it has. Carcassonne looked like moving in for a try. Good break by Marc Palanque, but his pass was forward to Tissier. So head and ball to Catalan. They've been driven back to their own line since they scored that try. Jean-Pierre, who figured twice in the move which led to the try. Thorne. beautifully released to Roses. They're really moving it around now. They know they have to. Just under 10 minutes remaining. Pekovic moving it out. D'Albert. A good spell by Tres Catalan, but the Carcassonne defense, apart from that one lapse, has done well. There's Banet, and what an improvement he's made on the attacks since he came on the field. Two good substitutes, Banet and D'Albert. Now Carcassonne moving it about. Well, look forward, and it was going to be. The pass to Malfaz. Now there's David Fraisse, waiting for Malfaz to come up, but Malfaz had overreached him. Good passing here. D'Albert. That's a knock on. Unfortunate, because another good move was building up. Chompy has gone down. Looks like he's got cramp. Chompy just went down. Monsieur Sablerol is not showing a great deal of sympathy, letting play go on. Chompy, meantime, is down. Yes, looks like a dose of cramp. Carcassonne comfortably ahead, 22-6. Have they enough steam left for another try? Marquet. They win a penalty. Now they're on the 22. 10 meters further on, there's a good sharp little break that. Montan Kuzmanovic moving it about to Marquet. Gomez up quickly.
Woo.
12 meters out. Another try on the cards. But that's it. That's the handover. They needed one more tackle, an offside, and a chance for Catalan to come away even further, because still Carcassonne were not retiring. Thorne. Is that another case of cramp? Carcassonne stealing the ball. And Monsieur Sablerol awards the penalty to Catalan. Just 2 minutes to go. Now there's the tackle, and it's Tessier who, when it runs free, says, I'll have that. Rose is a little annoyed by it, and Monsieur Sablerol gave the penalty to Tres Catalan. Delaunay, well, they're still trying to get more points on the board. It could be vital in the search for a playoff place. with Carpentras, Lesignan, Saint-Estève and Catalan, just 2 points between them, battling for it. 3 up top, Villeneuve, Carcassonne, 2 more points today, and the reigning champion Saint-Gaudens in 3rd place. Offside, a penalty. Time ticking out for Catalan. They do have a penalty. They do have a running chance. Excuse me, sir. Take it just a little nearer. Catalan facing the wind now, looking for a 4-pointer, possible 6-pointer. Delaunay. Well inside the Carcassonne 22. To run around, a long ball. Nothing. No, Banet hesitated. Did he have the ball taken off him? Catalan want to restart it, but they have a man down. Well, he got it out to Dalbert. Coles, and down he goes. And yet another difference of opinion between Dalbert and Malfaz. And Monsieur Sablerol brings it to an end. Final score, Carcassonne 22, Catalan 6. Keith Macklin saying goodbye from Carcassonne.